I found my first ever Tennessee moose antler. Right there, buddy. Pretty certain that's a moose antler. I think. Today I'm going to be testing out some of these mini lizards by Zoom. I'm going to throw a love bug color. This is colors kind of productive yesterday on a Helgramite, so I want something I can kind of fish on the bottom, but also give some motion when I'm retrieving it. So I'm also testing out a new reel that my buddy Tony McBroom gave me. It's a Fluger C30 Presidential. I have put some Suffix 832 10-pound braid on it with a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader. Wanted to get this out and test it out. I'm going to throw this on my 5.6 ultralight. Yesterday was pretty slow. We did a kayak float with my buddy Chris with Wade Life, and I think I maybe ended up catching 5. He might have caught somewhere around the same number. It was definitely a slow day, nothing really good. Chris lost one. It was probably an 18-inch plus towards the end of the day. So maybe today we can get a little redemption. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Yeah. There we go. Retrieve him because he... Come here, bud. Pretty decent one. Well, probably. Come here, bud. Come here, don't get on those rocks. Don't get on those rocks. Don't get on those rocks. Come back up here. Come back up here. Come on. All right. Here, bud. Well, that was a good hookup. He actively went and chased that. He's got a little fat belly, so he's feeding up, looking nice. That's a good one to start out with. He's about 14 and a half. He put up a good fight. All right, let's get him back. Very nice. All right, that's the first good fish on my big reel. It's a good start. That was a good little fight right there, especially on this ultralight. I broke the tip of this ultralight yesterday. Luckily I had a 5-foot section, and the 5-foot section worked out just the same. So the 5-foot and the 5'6" must be in the body, not in the tip. They must use those interchangeably. So I just took the one off my 5-foot and put it on this one. It worked good. Worked good. We got several channels coming in at the end of the month. Larry with Show Me Creeks, and we've got Mr. Mike with Dad Life Adventures. He also has a second channel with Reese, his son, which is Reese Life Dad Life. And we're kind of doing some pre-fishing, trying to get our weekend planned out so that we put these guys on as many fish as we possibly can, whether it's going to be wading or kayaking. We're not really sure yet, but we're out here scoping it out for them. So yesterday we did the float. Today I'm doing a wade just to see if this is going to be a little bit better. I tend to I don't do as good on the wider sections that are deeper, but I think it's because I fish shallower creeks more, so I'm not really changing up the lures that I'm fishing with. I'm wondering if that's what it is, that I'm not throwing something like crankbaits or rooster tails, anything that makes a type of vibration or noise in the water, spinner baits. Most of the stuff I'm throwing are soft plastics, like your wacky rigs or hellgrammites or leeches. And maybe in those wider sections you actually need something with putting off vibration, maybe to draw those fish in, because you're kind of fishing a lot bigger area. So if you don't put your lure within, you know, a 30-foot radius of them, maybe they're not seeing it. So I don't know. But I never do as good out in those deeper sections. I was telling Chris yesterday, I always do far better when I'm wading, but it could be how I'm fishing it. If you guys got any suggestions, I'm curious if you've noticed this. I know people like Chris with Bogley's Keeping It Real. I mean, he's always fishing the Delaware, and he does really good, but he's fishing a lot of things that I don't normally fish, with the crawls and the crankbaits and rooster tails, and he does really good on them. And I'm thinking that that's really the main difference, maybe why I'm not doing as good on those wider sections, because I know the fish have to be in there. I think they're using those sections, definitely transitory sections in between feeding locations, but the fish that I do generally catch in those sections are definitely a lot better quality of fish. But we'll see. I'm gonna test it today. Today is gonna test this out and see. I like the action of this. I've just got to retrieve it kind of slow. If I retrieve it too fast, the action doesn't look as good. Day lilies, they're pretty, but they don't have a hint of fragrance at all.